All right, so let's see how our article for today begins. It says, the three guests left, so Nathan could pack for his trip. Nathan, this old man, has agreed to go on a trip he doesn't really want to go on. He doesn't like leaving home. But anyways, as he packs or prepares his bags and gets ready for the trip, Holmes, Watson, and the other Garrideb, the weird American one, they all get out of the house so Nathan can do his packing.
昨天的故事啊，就停在 John 就说服 Nathan 说，你要去找另外一个 Garrideb. We know that Howard Garrideb lives outside London. 所以呢，他可能需要打包一下行囊 pack for the trip, right?
Yeah, exactly. The other weird thing to remember is that John, who's not going on the trip, he already bought a train ticket for Nathan. He really wants Nathan to go on this trip. That's another thing that I think Sherlock Holmes is like, wait a moment, what's going on here? Anyways, let's get back to the article where it tells us when they got home, back to their home, Sherlock told Dr. Watson, after Nathan leaves, we're going back to his house. Interesting. So he wants to go back to Nathan's house. Remember, Nathan's off on his trip. No one's at the house, so that's a little unusual.
福尔摩斯跟华生回到家后呢，这个大侦探终于说话啦。他就说：“这个老先生 Nathan 走后呢，我们得赶快回到他的家。But why？ 是不是很奇怪 ？What was Holmes thinking?
What was Holmes thinking? Well, Holmes tells us when he says John is up to no good. John is up to no good.
No good. Up to no good.
No.
所以我们看到 up to no good， 其实我们看到里面有个 no good 不好，很好猜，很好联想啦。就是说这个美国人 John 呢心怀不轨的意思。So Holmes must know something is wrong.
Yeah, if you say someone is up to no good, that means they're doing something you don't like. They're doing something wrong, something tricky, something you don't trust, right? You could also say he's up to something. He's up to something. I don't know what it is, but he's up to something. He's up to no good. And on the opposite way, you can actually say he's up to good. You know, if you're going to give toys to like poor children or something, I'm going out to do something up to good. You know, I'm up to good. No, you would never say that. But if you're doing something bad or wrong, you could say, I'm up to no good, he's up to no good, or he's up to something. Anyways, back to the article. It says, that afternoon, Sherlock and Dr. Watson went back to Nathan's house and hid. So they're going back to watch the house. So they hid. Hid, of course, is the past tense of hide. They're standing behind a tree or they're behind some bushes where no one can see them, but they can watch the house. I guess they think something's going to happen to the house.
Maybe. 所以当天下午呢，他们就回到 Nathan 的家 and hid. 刚刚说到 hid 呢是 hide 的过去式，所以啊，他们就再跟大家复习一下啦。这个 hide, hid, hidden 三态啊，所以他们回到 Nathan 的家，然后躲起来。I hope they told Nathan first.
Maybe they did, but because he's out of town, maybe it's not really important. Anyway, so they're hiding, they're watching the house, and it says soon after John Garrideb, the American, John Garrideb arrived and broke into the house. He is up to no good. He is up to something. He broke into the house. Basically, he's a thief. He's a robber. He, broke open a window or kicked in the door or climbed through a little opening, and he's in the house. If you break into it, though, you should not be there. That's a crime, okay? So, stop it. Don't do that.
No, break into 就是闯入，果然就被这个大侦探福尔摩斯猜到了。他说没多久，这个美国人 John 呢就也到了。大家应该都是算好 Nathan 离家的时间，但是 John 呢是直接闯进去老先生的家。What does he want?
Well, I'd say either he really has to go to the bathroom, he's hungry and needs a snack, or he's gonna steal something. That's usually what people do when they break into a home. If you have to go to the bathroom, don't break into a home.
No.
Go to a restaurant or somewhere and ask nicely. Anyways, so what is he after? What does he do inside the house after he breaks in? It says he lifted up a rug in the living room. A rug, like a carpet, something on the ground. It covers the floor, but he lifts up the corner. And what's under the rug? It says there was a door under it, a secret door in the floor. Yes, interesting. We know that the door is hidden because he had to lift up the rug to find it. If you lift something, you take it off the ground or you take it off a surface. If you have a glass of water on a table in front of you, you're going to lift it up. It's two words, of course, L-I-F-T and U-P. L-I-F-T, U-P, lift up. Yes, to lift up, I'm sure most of you can probably guess because up is that way and lift is to take something in an upwards direction. Basically, if there's something on the ground, you lift it up. If there's a glass of water on a table in front of you, you could move your mouth down to the glass, but that would be weird and make a mess. You would probably take the glass in your hand, lift it up to your mouth, all right? So if you're lifting up something, you're moving it from a surface or from the ground in that direction, in an upwards direction. For example, Max lifted up the box of books and put it on the table. Max lifted up the box of books and put it on the table. Bend at the knees, Max. Don't use your back when you lift heavy things. It's safer.
我们看到 lift up 这个动词片语，其实本身这个 lift 呢，它就有是拿起来的意思。那后面加一个 up 这个介系词呢，就是拿起、举起。比如我们刚看到 lift up a rug， 这个掀起地毯，或者我们看到例句呢是 Max lift up， 把这个箱子搬起来放到桌上。所以啦，大家看到这个来到 Nathan 家都在做什么呢？我们看到 John 呢先把这个地毯掀起来 ，and there was a door. Where does the door go to?
Well, we don't know, so let's read on. It says John opened the door. Remember, this is in the floor. It's kind of a weird secret door, right?
Yeah.
And it was covered by a rug. Anyways, that doesn't stop him. He opened the door and entered the secret basement. Ooh, there are many secrets in this home. It's getting better and better. But we know that he's going into somewhere. He's entering the secret basement. E-N-T-E-R. E-N-T-E-R. Enter is a fairly simple verb that you should all know. Basically, it just means to go in to somewhere, especially like a room or something like that. The opposite would be exit, E-X-I-T. So you enter the building and then you exit the building. You go in and then you go out. For example, the teacher entered the classroom and the students stopped talking. The teacher entered the classroom and the students stopped talking.
Enter 大家用电脑一定都要知道这个字啦，就是你打完字最后要 enter 输入嘛。不过呢，其实它本身呢就有进入这个动词的意思啦，所以那个后来这个输入其实是衍生出来的意思。比如说进入到一个空间啊 ，enter the room，enter the war zone， 或者是我们看到例句是 enter the classroom， 一进到教室，学生们就闭嘴啦。And in the story,、they entered the basement.
That's right. He used the small door on the floor to enter the basement. Basement is a noun, I should say. It's a noun. It's spelled B-A-S-E-M-E-N-T. B-A-S-E-M-E-N-T. Basement. All right, here we're talking about, yes, basement. As I said, it's a noun. Basement is kind of like a room or an area of a building, a house, anything like that, any kind of building. The basement is easy to find because it's the part under the ground, all right? The first floor will be here. That's where you walk in. But if you go down from the first floor or the ground floor, then you would be in the basement. In a home, people might keep things down in the basement. You might have a room down there, but often it's used just for storage or for things like that. And in many apartment buildings, you might have a garage. You might park your car in the basement of an apartment building, an office building, or a department store. For example, there are restaurants and a supermarket in the basement of this department store. There are restaurants and supermarket in the basement of this department store. B1, B2, B3, that kind of place is the basement.
Basement 就是地下室。我们刚才讲到中文里，我们说 B1、B2、B 地下一层、地下二层这种，我们就是这里的 B 呢，其实就是从 basement 这个字来的啊。那要注意，我们在一般呢，我们说在哪一个楼层，我们会说 on the third floor，for example。但是如果是在地下室呢，因为是一个密闭的空间，我们会用 in the basement 这样的介系词啦。那我们看到例句啊，就是说百货公司通常地下室就是美食街跟这个超市嘛，所以这个就会说 in the basement.
That's right. So I guess Sherlock and Dr. Watson are watching what he's doing. So it says Sherlock and Dr. Watson quietly followed him. They followed him into the basement. And follow is another word power word. F-O-L-L-O-W. F-O-L-L-O-W. Follow. What is it to follow someone? Basically, it's to go after them. If someone is in the lead and you are going where they go, you are following the leader. You are going after the leader. You can walk after them. You can ride your bike after them. The police might follow a bad guy in their car or something like that. But basically, wherever someone is going, anyone else who's going the same place is following that person. For example, this cute dog followed me home. Can we keep him? This cute dog followed me home. Can we keep him?
Follow 这个动词呢，就是跟随，是一个及物动词，所以你要跟着谁，我们后面可以直接加受词，跟着某某人。比如我们很常看到就是导游，然后大家要跟着他 ，follow the tour guide 之类的。那我们看到这个例句呢，就是小狗狗跟在你的后面，所以就想说，我们可以收养它吗？那回到故事呢，则是他们 follow 这个华生跟福尔摩斯 follow 跟着 John 呢来到地下室。So what did Holmes and Watson see John doing?
Well, it's kind of interesting. You know, you might expect that he'd be trying to break into a safe or opening a box full of treasure, stealing some expensive paintings or something valuable like that, but no. It says when John was looking at an old machine, Sherlock grabbed him. So he's down there, he's not filling his pockets full of money or jewels, he's looking at an old machine in the basement. But that's just the moment that Sherlock and Watson jump out and they grab him. They get hold of him and they're not letting him go because they think they've caught the bad guy.
所以呢，他们看到 John 在看一台老旧的机器，这时候呢，福尔摩斯就马上抓住了 John. What happened? What did John find out?
And this is when we read the detective, that's Sherlock Holmes, of course. He told Dr. Watson, call the police. We caught Killer Evans. Not John Garrideb? Killer Evans? What's going on?
这时候福尔摩斯就赶快跟华生说：“赶快报警 ，call the police， 因为他们抓到了杀手 Killer Evans。” 等等。So John Garrideb was Killer Evans?
I guess so. And the other question is, who's Killer Evans?
We can only find out tomorrow.
So many questions, so few answers. But yes, we will find out tomorrow, I promise. I also promise myself, because I want to know. But for right now, right, we got to do something else. What is it time for?
For our magic box.
Wow.